In this video, I explain the various MCQ of heat engine. So here first MCQ, which one is the most important prime movers? Option A hydraulic, option B wind energy, option C tidal energy and option D thermal. So option D is the correct answer. The thermal prime mover is the most important prime movers compared to these three types of prime movers. The heat engine mainly consists of option A source of heat, option B working substance, option C converting machines and option D all of the above. So we know that the heat engine is consist of all of these components. Means in a heat engine we require the source of heat, we require the working substance and we also require the converting machine. Means converting machine means heat energy is converted into the mechanical energy. It is called as the converting machine. So all the answers are correct. So option D is the correct answer, all of the above. The following sentence is not true for a working fluids. Means the working fluid is used in a various heat engine. Okay. So here the 4 sentence is given and out of the 4, 1 sentence is wrong. Option A, it able to absorb heat. Okay, this is the correct one. The working fluid is absorb the heat. Option B, it give up store heat when the requires. Option C, it does not store heat within it. And option D, it undergo change of phase when it flow in a cycle. So here the option C is the correct answer. It does not store heat within it. Means they are not store the heat, they absorb the heat and then reject the heat to the some other components. The converting machine is a device which converts option A heat energy into mechanical work, option B chemical energy into heat energy, option C chemical energy into mechanical energy and option D all of the above. So from the name we can understand heat engine means heat energy is converted into mechanical work. Means option A is the correct answer. Next is 5th MCQ. A Carnot cycle consists of option A 2 adiabatic and 2 constant volume, option B 2 adiabatic and 2 isothermal, option C 2 isothermal and 2 constant volume and option D 2 constant volume and 2 constant pressure process. So if you know the PV diagram of the Carnot cycles, then you are easily able to give the answer. Okay, so here you see it consists of the 2 isothermal process and 2 adiabatic process. That means the option B is the correct answer. That is a 2 adiabatic process and 2 isothermal process is there. Carnot cycle efficiency depend on which parameter? Option A only maximum and minimum temperature, option B maximum temperature and maximum pressure, option C temperature and compression ratio and option D temperature and volume. Now for that at least we need to know the equations of efficiency of Carnot cycle. So here you see this is the equations of efficiency of Carnot cycle, that is a TH minus TL upon TH. TH means higher temperature and TL means the lower temperature, means maximum and minimum temperatures. That means option A is the correct answer. The Carnot cycle efficiency depends on the only maximum and minimum temperatures. Now before moving ahead on the various MCQ, I request to like the video and subscribe my channels for watching the more video related to the BME as well as the other subject of the mechanical engineering. For the BME, various link is provided in descriptions. For other subject, I request to visit the playlist of my channels. For the BME, various link is also provided in a card. Card mean on a top right screen of your mobiles or laptop, you see the I symbols. In a Carnot vapor cycle, phase of working fluid after condenser is option A liquid only, option B vapor or steam only, option C mixture of liquid and vapors and option D all of the above. Okay, so here you see on these diagrams the after the condenser in a Carnot vapor cycle means this is the PV diagram of the Carnot vapor cycles, and after the condenser its phase is the mixture of liquid and vapor. The following sentence is not true for a Carnot cycle. Option A, it is the hypotheticals. Option B, it is used for producing power. Option C, the output obtained per cycle is very small and option D none of the above. So here the option B is the true statements, it is used for producing power. Means here they are asking about not true, means option B is the not true. Okay, the Carnot cycle is the idle cycle, they are not used for the producing the power. Following is not a component of Rankine cycle. Option A boiler, option B turbine, option C condenser, and option D compressor. Now here you see this diagram of the Rankine cycle. So in a Rankine cycle basically 4 components is there. First one is the boiler, second one is the turbine, third one is the condenser, and fourth one is the feed pump. Means the compressor is not the component of the Rankine cycle. So correct answer is the option D. Efficiency of Rankine cycle is given by which equation? So here various option is given. Okay, for that you need to note its diagram. Okay, so we know that the efficiency is the output of an input. So in a Rankine cycle the output is achieved from the turbine. Okay, means how to find out how amount of the work is produced, that's WT. So WT is the H1 minus H2. So generally output is in the upper parts. Okay, so here you see in which equation H1 minus H2 is given in upper part. So here you see in option B, that is H1 minus H2 is given. So by default this equation is correct. Okay, so divided by input, so we supplied the input to the boiler, that is the H1 minus H4. So here the option B is the correct answer. Next MCQ. At standard efficiency of cycle is always option A greater than the actual efficiency, option B less than the actual efficiency, option C equal to actual efficiency, and option D maybe less or maybe more than the actual efficiency. So here option A is the correct answer. The air standard efficiency of the cycle is always greater than the actual efficiency. Next, Otto cycle consists of following process. So here various 4 option is given. Okay, for that we at least need to know the PV and TS diagram of the Otto cycles. Now here you see this is the PV diagram of the Otto cycles. Here they mention that is a 2 adiabatic process, means there is 3 to 4 and 1 to 2 is the adiabatic process, and 2 to 3 and 4 to 1 is the constant volume process. Okay, so which one is the correct answer? So here the option D is the correct answer, that is a 2 adiabatic and the 2 constant volume process cycle. Same way this question is possible for the diesel cycles, for the Rankine cycles, and the various cycles. Otto cycle is also known as constant pressure heat addition, constant volume heat addition, constant temperature heat addition cycles, and none of the above. Now here you see this is the PV diagram. Okay, so here you see that is a QS is written. QS means that is a heat supplied. So here you see that is a during the 2 to 3 process heat is supplied. Okay, and during the 2 to 3 process here you see the volume is constant, means volume at the V2 and the volume at the V3 are same, means heat is supplied at the constant volume. That means the option B is the correct answer. Means Otto cycle is also known as the constant volume heat addition cycle. Same cycle is also possible for the diesel cycle that we discuss later on. At standard efficiency of Otto cycle is given by which equation? So here the various equation is given. Okay, and here correct answer is the option C. So this is the correct equations for the air standard efficiency of the Otto cycle. So same question is also possible for the diesel cycle that we discuss later on. Efficiency of an Otto cycle is increased with which parameter? Increase with the R means compression ratio, increase in a gamma, option C increase in both R and gamma, and option D increase in R and increase in gamma. So here option C is the correct answer. So if we increase the compression ratio, then the efficiency is increased, or either we increase the gamma, then also the efficiency of the Otto cycle is increased. The diesel cycle consists of the following process. So various 4 option is given. Okay, for that we at least need to draw the PV diagram. So here you see these PV diagrams. Okay, so 1 to 2 is the adiabatic process, 2 to 3 is the isobaric process, means constant pressure process, 3 to 4 is also adiabatic process, and 4 to 1 is the isochoric, means constant volume process. So here the option B is the correct answer, that is a 2 adiabatic process, 1 constant pressure process, and 1 constant volume process. In diesel cycle, heat is added at Option A, constant temperature. Option B, constant volume. Option C, constant enthalpy, and option D, constant pressure. So here you see this is the diagram of the diesel cycle, and here you see the heat is supplied during the constant pressure. Okay, that means the option D is the correct answer. Efficiency of diesel cycles depends on which parameters? Option A, on compression ratio. Option B, cutoff ratio. Option C, index gamma. Here Y is mentioned, but it is the gamma, and all of the above. So here you see this is the equations of the diesel cycles. That is a 1 minus 1 upon gamma, R raised to gamma minus 1 in bracket cutoff ratio raised to gamma minus 1 divided by gamma in bracket cutoff ratio minus 1, means that is depend on all these factors. Here you see R is compression ratio, cutoff ratio is here, rho signs, and the index gamma, means efficiency of the diesel cycle is depends on the all of the above factors. So option D is the correct answer. Following is not at standard cycle. Option A, Rankine cycle. Option B, Carnot cycle. Option C, Otto cycles, and option D, diesel cycles. So here option A is the correct. Rankine cycle is not a at standard cycle. In a Carnot engine, if Q1 is given, that is a 350 kilojoule per second, T1 is given 600 Kelvin, T2 is given 340 Kelvins, and what is the output, means what is the heat rejections. So the various option is given 100 kilowatt, 130 kilowatt, 152 kilowatts, and 181 kilowatts. Now for that we at least need to know the equations of the efficiency of the Carnot cycles. Okay, so we know that it is a TH minus TL upon TH. So we know that at the higher temperature 600, lower temperature 340, means upper part it is a 260, and 260 is divided by 600, then we get the efficiency is equal to 0.433. Okay, and another equations for the Carnot engine efficiency is the output upon input. So here Q1 is given, that is the input. Okay, so we need to multiply the 350 with the efficiency. So efficiency is 0.433. So when we multiply the 0.433 with the 350, then we get the answer 151.66. So in a round figure it is the 152. So here the correct answer is the 152 kilowatt. Efficiency of Otto cycle at the compression ratio is 8. Means compression ratio is given 8. We need to consider gamma is equal to 1.4. At that time, what is the efficiency of Otto cycle? So various answer is given. Okay. So here these equations of the Otto cycle. So here 1 minus 1 upon R. R is equal to 8. That is a compression ratio. Gamma is equal to 1.4. Okay. So when we solve these equations, we get our answer. That is option B, 56.47. The at standard cycles on which petrol engine work is. So we already know the petrol engine is work on the Otto cycle. So our correct answer is the Otto cycle, that is option A. For the same compression ratio, the thermal efficiency of Otto cycle is, means that is a same compression ratio for the petrol engines or a diesel engine, means Otto cycles or a diesel cycle. So which engines have a higher thermal efficiency? So Otto cycle has a greater than diesel cycle, then less than the diesel engine, or equal to the diesel engines, and none of the above. So here option A is the correct, means thermal efficiency of Otto cycle is greater than the diesel engine. Cutoff ratio is related to which engine? It is related to Carnot cycles, related to Otto cycles, related to diesel cycles, and the Rankine cycle. So we know that in a equations of the efficiency of the diesel cycles, we mention the cutoff ratio, means cutoff ratio is relevant to the diesel cycle. That means option C is the correct answer. The efficiency of diesel cycle increase with option A, the increase in cutoff ratio, option B, increase in cutoff, option C, constant cutoff, and none of the above. So here you see this is the equations of diesel cycle efficiency. Okay, so here the cutoff ratio is in multiplication with this subtraction portions. Okay, that means the option A is the correct. So means diesel cycle efficiency is increased with the increase in the cutoff ratio, means this cutoff ratio is decreased, then this part is also reduced. Okay, and this part is subtract from the 1. That means we need to reduce the cutoff ratio to increase the efficiency. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned something, then like the video, subscribe my channels, and share with your friends. For other video, visit the playlist.